You scared the shit out of me. Good. Because now the question they're asking is, what can we do about this slow-moving coup? Great question. And here's the answer many will not like. If we want to halt this descent into civil war, we have to stop hating each other. The reason I say that many won't like that answer is because the act of hating people you don't exactly agree with has become so ingrained, so routine for so many people. I think if they stop, they'd miss it. It's become so normalized now, you don't even notice how often someone online is wishing someone dead. Anyone we disagree with about anything is evil incarnate, and every argument goes from zero to homicide. It doesn't even have to be about anything important or consequential. You insulted Gossip Girl, prepare to die. There's a moment in my stand-up act these days where I ask the audience, rhetorically, what should happen to all of the people who enabled Trump when he was in office? And about half the time, someone shouts out, kill them, or hang them. You know, besides the fact that wishing people dead is a terrible place for your mind to be, if you're wishing them dead, you can be sure they're wishing you dead. You want a real war, liberals? Really? You think you're going to win the I want you dead war? You're not. You're going to lose. They have way more guns and they know how to use them. And with all due respect, no one can do hate like a right-wing conservative. This past Saturday, I was in the great city of Pittsburgh, PA, and the man who drove me in from the airport was from Bosnia. He was there in Sarajevo in 1984 when they had the Olympics. And he left sometime after that city became a war-torn hellscape. And he said to me, what I am seeing happening here now is exactly what I saw in Bosnia. Next-door neighbors who despise each other. He was telling me that hate on this level can only be sustained for so long before becoming actual war. Last year, a warehouse blew up in Beirut, Lebanon. Everyone agreed it was an accident. But last week, there was a march calling for the removal of the judge investigating the incident. And it turned into a street fight with automatic rifles and rocket-propelled grenades. Over that most emotional of all issues, warehouse safety. Because when people despise each other, it doesn't matter what the issues are. When someone hates you, they don't hear what you're saying, let alone want to work with you on an issue. Today's Republicans don't have issues. Oh, they have issues. Just not like the ones they used to have. Balanced budget. They care about that about as much as they care about the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Owning the libs is the only issue. Obamacare wasn't a horrible or radical policy. It was desperately needed by many of the people who fought it. But it came from the people they hated. Democrats keep thinking they can win over voters who hate them with better policies. You're dreaming. Democrats are always asking, why do Republicans vote against their economic interests? Because they hate you. Comedians know this syndrome very well. You can have an act that kills in a good way. But if you insult the audience, if you make them hate you, dead silence. They will not give you that laughter. And if they don't laugh, it's not comedy. It's alternative comedy. So, how do we stop Trump and the coup? Take it down a notch. Can we start with that? Is that really so hard? I know it would be easier if everyone bad would just die. But that's not a plan, and they're not going to. It's up to all of us, right, left, and center, to fix this by de-escalating. So here's everybody's first assignment. Captain Kirk was blasted into space last week. And yes, you could use that to make a point about how we need to tax the super rich more, or how we still have problems on Earth, or toxic masculinity. Yeah, you could. But how about this? Don't. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. That William Shatner, national treasure, spirit animal to virgins, and I assume reverse mortgage salesman, went for a rocket ride and came back. Not everything has to be political. You want to heal America? Shut the fuck up for a while. Facebook went down for 6 hours a couple of weeks ago. We need to make that happen more.
All right, now you hear Neil Little Bill say, how are you supposed to fight the right-wing reactionaries taking over government? It's going to turn to a authoritarian government if they have a way. You have states making it difficult to vote, or they make it states easier to overturn the will of the popular people. And you wonder why some people just want to kill those people so that that's going to take away a democracy? Yeah, you got some more people lopping with that. But how many of them are willing to know how to use a damn gun? Now, there's a few people that's kind of on the left leaning, and they do know how to use a gun. But my thing is, some of us may have to get together and kind of now go online and discuss it, because pretty soon you have some and they say, oh, there's left wing conspiracy threatening to throw away government. No, we want to preserve democracy. But how do you get rid of all these damn right wingers who jam the hell out of those states where they can have minority rule in a state that's where the white people are pretty much the majority compared to a group of minorities? I like being able to be all very willing to vote them out, get people who kind of vote, but it's kind of difficult. And I don't know if there's anything short of hanging all these people that sponsor these odious bills, anti-democratic bills, having hanging upside down at every gas station leading to the state capitals. I don't really see that. But like I said, we also got too many apathetic voters that didn't bother to vote in 2016, 2014, and 2010. And this is how you get these damn people getting the state government and making to a laboratory of authoritarianism. But like I said, Bill talking about us love paying hate. Well, look at the damn white people, the people on the right. They are doing story terrorism to make death threats to school board members because either they don't want to discontinue the mask mandates, or they don't want to do away with teaching about racism in high school. And hell, you got a lot of these damn states, including this damn state of Texas, that makes it illegal to teach about racism, like the KKK, Jim Crow, and slavery, and the civil rights movement. This is something that, and people ought to be pretty damn pissed off about it. And I remember a few years ago when a man on Facebook, some pro-gun, to say, well, if the Jews had guns, they wouldn't be most of the gas chamber. No, I tell you one thing: if you have you have guns, won't fight against a German army either. But I tell you one thing, we have to kind of think of how to make these people pay. If Mayor Garland doesn't have the balls or the courage to hold these people high in the higher governments who help set up the January 6th insurrection attempt, so then I don't blame you if people want to take vigilante justice. This is how it goes.